Wow. What's up, good people? Yes, I've got drywall dust. I'm sanding the drywall in here. So we get ready to paint this so we can get this thing put to bed. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you all are having a great day. I heard something that Vosh and Brian Broaddus were talking about the poison pill, so to speak, that the Cowboys put into the language that you couldn't trade Micah Parsons to anybody in the division, which in my mind was, we're not going to give Micah Parsons what he wants, and it's a way of protecting yourself. You have to figure that Micah Parsons would be motivated to want to go to, a team that's going to play the Cowboys twice a year and say, I'm going to enact revenge, although we've already played him once with him being a Packer. I hadn't thought about it this way, but it sounds like the Cowboys were worried about, okay, they're making a trade. They're looking to say, what can we get for this trade that'll be beneficial for us, right? We heard that Howie Roseman had called the Cowboys about Micah Parsons and wanted him, okay? He wanted Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are like, nah, we can't do that one. You literally would see, if it ended up being a mistake, your mistake twice a year, and it would be compounded that every single week you would be hearing, how could the Dallas Cowboys, why did the Dallas Cowboys do that? They are so stupid. That's exactly what you would hear. And so the Cowboys put into the language of this deal that you can't trade him to anybody in the division, but we all know it was to make sure it didn't get traded to the Eagles. And it sounds like Green Bay was looking at this to be the facilitator, to be the middleman. They always say cut out the middleman, because the middleman's getting paid to make the deal. He ain't really doing anything other than getting you two sides together, but he's going to get his dig. Well, the Cowboys were worried that Green Bay was looking to say, okay, we'll take Micah Parsons and give you 2 first-round picks, and we'll go to the Eagles, and we'll see if we can get 3. Yeah, so that would have been an end around for Green Bay. I'm sorry, for the Eagles to get him. Makes sense. It makes sense why they didn't do it, or why they put that poison pill in there, is that Green Bay was looking to say, you know what, if we can get ourselves an extra second round or first round pick by doing this, why not? And they may have been looking at this from the standpoint of saying, and this may be why they rushed to get the contract done with them real quick. And I don't know if there's a no trade clause in it. They could look at it and say, we'll get him for a year, and maybe we trade him to the Eagles and get some more compensation. Yeah. It all makes sense now. It really all makes sense now. Boy, this is crazy, man. Okay, well, I got to go over and pick up my miter saw so I can cut some molding to make this door over here, and get some wire staples, because I got to go back in and run a couple more outlets in the space, in the crawl space, and let this joint compound dry, and then I should be ready to paint. As always, I appreciate you guys. Peace out.